Hi everybody, it's Catherine or Mrs. Cronall and I'm here today with a spring nail art novice manicure. On my nails is Summertime is Everything by Glam Polish, and it's this beautiful green colour, perfect for spring. It's holographic too. And I am going to use this colour palette, first Daffodil, from the 35 inspirational colour palettes from the Pantone. I showed you these months ago, and the yellow that I'm going to use is Zoya's Creamy, which is a really nice yellow, perfect spring daffodil kind of yellow. And the green I'm going to use, well, the pale green is obviously the Glam Polish, and the other green I'm going to use is aptly called Spring for Life, I believe, from H&M. And as you can see, I got this one, oh, Spring to Life, and as you can see, I got this one on sale. It's perfect green. And I also have a white. I was going to use this White Night Moyu, but you'll see that I switch back to my Essence Wild White Ways as we're going through the video. So yeah, this is what the colour book looks like. I have two, and I'm going to use them throughout the year for colour inspiration. And when I'm planning something, I'll use my notebook, my sketch pad, and I'll kind of plan out colours. I kind of swap them in and out as I'm going through it, then see which ones are the best for stamping. So I'm going to try and recreate what's on my Cindy hand, my left hand, and I'm going to try and recreate that for my right hand. So I practiced it first. I'm also using the Animal Plate collection number 12 from Moyu London. There you go. And that's it there. Thank you very much, Catherine. And the Enchanted Collection number 4, also from Moyu London. And then this one is from Moira. It's a beautiful plate, but it's not a spring one. It is a summertime one. I think it's number 26. There you go. But there is a daffodil on it. So I'm going to start off with the daffodil. I'm going to do some reverse stamping here on a clear jelly stamper. I am already stamped them with an Essie polish off Tropic, which you'll see later in the video. I thought black might be a little harsh, so I just wanted a dark green. And I'm going to fill in the flowers with a little dotting tool from Essence, and using that Zoya Creamy yellow polish. I just pop it down on the scraper here, and then I'll use the dotting tool. And I'll also speed all of this up so that you're not just sitting here watching me do this. I'll speed it up to 3 and just explain my process as we're doing it. This is such a handy little tool, this Essence one, because it's tiny, so you can get in really detailed. So yeah, I'm not the best at getting in all the details. I never did learn to colour in the lines properly. I try not to go outside of them, but I don't really get fully to the edge either. But yeah, you have to kind of do this very delicately so you don't lift the image from the clear jelly stamper that you've already done. So you have to just kind of do it very lightly, and also not flood the dotting tool with too much polish, and just kind of, if you do, you have to be very careful and drag it across the green line that as I have it already there. But as you can see, it's not too bad. And then for the stem, I'm using that H&M Spring to Life, just very gently running it down the stem, and just at the very top of the daffodil as well, just to where the stem pokes out along the top. So yeah, that's what they look like. Then let's move over to the plates. I tried to pick spring-like images. I'm using this nice sheep here. As you can see, I switched back to my Essence polish. I tried the White Night and I just couldn't get it to work for me, so I need to play around with it. Apologies for the noise outside the window, by the way. So yeah, there's the sheep. I'm going to stick him on my middle finger. I'm not very good at getting it accurate when I'm trying to reach around the camera, it has to be said. And then I have my bunny, which I absolutely love this bunny. The Moyu stamping plates are good, but I feel like the sizes are a bit weird for my nails. The big ones are either too big and the little ones are too small sometimes, so, or too big, as the case with this bunny is. So I need to play around with them a little bit more, but hey, I'll get it. And then the bear, which stamped the best for me. As you know, I'm just a novice at all this. It stamped the best. I was so pleased with it. Look at me giving myself the thumbs up. And then I put it on. I just bagged it up when I was putting it on my thumb. I put it on completely crooked. So anyway, there you go. So I also use the little flowers at the bottom here just for my middle finger. And you can see that sometimes I have the tissue there. It's lint-free tissue, just in case I put too much acetone on my plate, and I've no patience. I need to get using that again really quickly, so I find that helps. I don't pick up all the little dots here, and I switched out my stamper so that I would get the more detailed dots. I still didn't pick them all up, but I picked up enough of them to get it on my little finger, so it worked out grand. And now we're switching over to Off Tropic again. This is from Essie, one of my favorite greens actually. And this time I'm going to do some dry brush strokes just to kind of create the effect of stems in a field of green, I guess. So I'm a little known fact about me. I used to really enjoy watercolor painting, so I'm going to try and get back into that. And it was one of the things my dad used to make me do. So I'll thank him for that, you know. I have thanked him for that. So here I'm doing some brush strokes. I do want to kind of create the effect of a watercolor painting or a watercolor backdrop. So that's what I'm doing here with those little green brush strokes. And then I go back in over those darker greens with a little Spring to Life, that H&M polish again, just kind of pick up the colors of the daffodil when I finally put them on my nail. So yeah, it's just kind of not flooding the brush again, just kind of doing very light kind of strokes across the nail. This was much easier to do on my right hand than it was on my left hand. If you take a close look at my left hand, you'll see that I did kind of go overboard on my left. It's hard to do. I'm not ambidextrous. And here I am putting on those reversed stamped images. They're all nicely dry now. You do have to wait a few minutes for them to get dry. But you don't want to get too dry either, because you don't want them to not come off the jelly stamper, which has happened to me before. And you also want to make sure when I'm putting on this second one, just make sure you don't accidentally lift the previous image. So there you go. There are my two daffodils, and I was really pleased with this manicure, I have to say. In hindsight, I may have just done a stamping image and the daffodils and left the other nails green. I kind of like doing two accent nails, but anyway. I'm using my favorite top coat for stamping. This doesn't smear. It's a non-smudge top coat from MoYou, and it smells really, really nice. And look at how wide that brush is. It's amazing. Absolutely love this top coat. And just sealing it in so it's all nice and glossy. It doesn't dry super quick, but that's okay. It will not smudge, and that's what you really want. So I'm willing to sacrifice fast drying top coat for a top coat that doesn't smudge all my hard work, which those of you who follow my Instagram, I regularly do that because I'm an idiot. But anyway, so there's the finished product. It still needs a bit more clean up, but yeah, it looks way better than my left hand. So yeah, and there's our final color palette again, and it's quite nice. It says it's a sign of beautiful things to come. So hopefully I'll get better at Nail Art Novice series, and it will be a sign of good things to come. This is spring. Everything is starting afresh. So yeah. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all again soon. Bye.